What's going on, Gen Nation YouTube? How you doing out there? ScytheX here with another video, another reaction. This time we got another Tom Segura. Last week we did one. It was hilarious. And this week we're doing Dr. Dick. So we'll see what Tom Segura has to say in this one. This is off of his Netflix special. Shout out to the Patreon out there. And if you want exclusive early access and content, link is below.
Doctor, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna get a checkup, see what's going on. The honest truth is, I knew it wasn't gonna be awesome, okay? I knew the doctor wasn't gonna be like, you might be surprised to hear this, but you're perfect. Like,
You're perfect.
you're a perfect physical specimen, man. I knew that wasn't gonna happen, but I didn't expect him to be a dick. Usually they're not. I feel like in my experience, doctors are polite. Almost overly polite, where it's phony and condescending. When they go, oh, really interesting story you got there. Doctors do that because you're telling them a story, and doctors don't want to hear a story. Doctors want to hear, this hurts. Not, I was over at my friend Charlie's house, and we went to move the ottoman, and I mean, you can use it as a coffee table, or you could use it as an ottoman, it's up to you. And your doctor's like, I want to blow my fucking brains out right now.
Right.
I go in there, I sit on the exam table, which is my least favorite table to sit on in the world. It's the only
awful.
table that in 30 years I've sat on where my feet don't touch the ground. So I feel like a fucking toddler waiting like...
Yeah.
My doctor comes in, he doesn't say hello, he doesn't say good morning. He just walks in, he points at me, which is super aggressive, you know? To start a conversation with somebody like, hey man, you're like, hey, what's up, man? And he goes, do you want something for your hair? And I go, what? And he goes, do you want something for your hair? And I go, I don't get it. And he goes, has nobody told you that your hair's falling out? And I was like, damn. No. And he goes, oh. Sorry. All right. Then he pulls my chart out of the slot, super dramatic, so that it makes a fucking noise. He goes, I'm like, and he goes, wow. And I'm like, really? Wow. Is it full-blown AIDS? Like, why is it wow? And he goes, you weigh 245. And I go, like, yeah, like I knew that shit. And he goes, you weighed 230 last time you were here. Not exactly what I would call weight loss. And I'm like, are we at a fucking roast or something? Right? Like, what are you doing? Then he says, you know, you're the fattest patient I've seen all day.
Wow. What an asshole, man.
And I go, it's 9:30 in the morning. And he goes, still. He's like, you know, we ran your blood work. It turns out your muscle enzymes are through the roof. And I go, yeah, man, like, I'm super strong. Like, how is that a problem? And he goes, they're off the charts. I'm like, even better. I'm probably your strongest patient, man. And he goes, I don't think you understand muscle enzymes. And I go, that's true. I don't know what they are. And he goes, well, the only way you could have them this high would be like, A, if you were an Olympic athlete, which clearly... You know, I'm like, dude, what is the deal, man? And he goes, the other way would be if you were a cocaine addict. And I go, I don't do coke. And he goes, I'm your doctor. You don't have to lie to me. And I go, I'm not lying. And he goes, I can't treat you if you're not going to be honest. And I go, hey, man, aren't cokeheads skinny? Isn't that like part of the deal?
Right.
And he goes, usually, yeah. The nurse comes in, she takes my chart out of his hands, and she goes, oh my God, his muscle enzymes are so high. Maybe he runs marathons. And my doctor goes, look at him.
Jesus.
So at this point, I go, this was a lot of fun. Thank you for having me today. I'm gonna leave now. And he goes, all right. And he goes, hold on a second. Do you have a ring on your finger? And I go, yeah. And he goes, you're married. And I go, yeah. And he goes, to a guy?
Wow.
And I go, no. And he goes, oh, I thought you were gay. And I go, why? And he goes, oh. I'm like, all right. right, dude. And he goes, hey, I'm just kidding. And I go, that's fine. He goes, but check it out. And he takes my chart and he shows it to me, and he had written gay question mark on my medical chart.
What is with this guy?
The thing that gets sent to other doctors has his inside, maybe he sucks cock joke written on it. I went home, I told my wife, she's like, oh my God, what are you gonna do? And I was like, what do you mean? She goes, I mean, are you ever gonna go back there? I'm like, are you out of your mind? That's the funniest fucking doctor in the world. Of course I'm going back there. I have like Don Rickles as my primary care physician. It's amazing. I'm faking injuries to go back to this guy. You know you're a piece of shit. I'm like, I know.
Oh man, that was awesome. Tom Segura, Dr. Dick. Now we know why he's a dick. He was complete asshole, piece of shit, but hilarious. What did you guys think of the reaction? Do you have any more Tom Segura recommendations or any recommendations at all? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe to the video, and we're pushing 1,000. We'll get there with your help. Patreon, what's poppin'? Thank you for signing up, and if you want exclusive content and early access to these videos, sign up. Links in the description. We out.